Don't get me wrong. I love to see.
And I would
good
love a
made-up
man
woman.
like I go off of aura. Like you come to the house, you got
said
a toupee on, take it
oral
off.
or aura.
Aura.
Uh,
Aura.
I thought you said oral.
Aura.
Okay.
Your aura.
Yeah, like aura,
vibe.
aura.
Your vibes.
I'm best one all day.
You gotta separate those because it sounds too close to oral.
Aura.
Oral.
I would love a man for how he make me feel.
Oral.
You go home, take your teeth out your mouth.
Oral.
But you make me feel like
no, it's not. No.
you made me. We can go home and you take your teeth out your mouth, but you made me feel like the most beautiful girl in the world.
Hey man, deep dive. I'm talking about the 6 foot. You know, you're supposed to stay in the shadow with me. You went to the deep end. You did. Always your boy Q Smith and your boy.
It's always just your boy.
Hey man, welcome to another episode of Live and Legit. Hey man.
Hey man, hold on. You cut me off.
My bad.
It's your boy.
Hey man, say man.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna get this in.
I say, hey man, always your boy. I say,
B. It's your boy B. It's always your boy B.
Always.
I'm always here. It's your boy B.
Hey, your boy who?
B.
You did. Your boy.
A, then B.
And you did.
Okay.
Hey man, say man, welcome to another episode of Live and Legit, man. The most one hard working in the game producer. We got First Lady BG. Excuse me. We got who? B, who we got?
Hey man, today man, we got somebody. This lady, I was finna say you ain't seen her before, but you have seen her before. Seen her about a year ago. But she's always behind the scenes. She's literally always here. You guys just never see her, man. She be taking care of things on the other end of the camera.
3, 2, 1 in.
Today she stepped on this side of the camera.
You did.
Man, she feed us great.
Great.
We stay full.
Big
Man,
Never hungry when we go home.
Baby, look where the left hand at.
On the stomach.
Never hungry.
Never hungry when we go home because she always make sure that we fed. She always handles the little small ins and out projects. No matter what we ask her to do, she always come through. You remember last year when we did the Prince Michael Jackson thing?
Do you remember when we did the Prince Michael?
Costume designer. She do it all.
Oh, I'm talking about capital A, capital L, capital.
Very beautiful, intelligent, smart, hardworking person. We got Miss Jacques.
I'll say what her name is. What her name?
Say it again.
Jacques. Hold on. B on 3, 2, 1. Her name is
Jacques.
All right.
In the house with us tonight, man.
Hey man, we appreciate you, baby. We love you, man.
We love you.
Hey man.
I love y'all too.
Jacques.
Jacques.
You did. Talk to the folk one time. Pop it one time. Tell them.
Go off.
Well, hello. My name is Jacques.
Yeah.
You gotta say it right.
My name is. Hold up.
Jacques.
Tell
Decided to grace y'all, on this side of the camera this time. Jump in the conversation a little bit,
Word.
We appreciate your love, bug. Straight up.
A lot.
I'm gonna see how much I appreciate you though, cause my boy Blueface going stupid. I say Blueface going stupid. My boy Blueface, man. Now listen, 3 months ago, he started a campaign where he said he was gonna do. Stay focused. He said he was gonna do something, and this is how I took it. Offset of Flavor of Love. My boy got the girls in the crib. They staying in the crib, and they are doing something that haven't been done before with the new modern times. My boy Blueface is living, and my boy Blueface is getting all kind of.
It's been done before.
Not
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 tattoos.
public. Exactly, Queen.
Now where?
Not the tattoos.
No. I was gonna get to
Right.
tattoo, Queen. I was just saying, you been reading my docket? What going on, baby?
Yeah.
Never. I be trying to break it down, Queen. Yeah. What? These girls getting what? Tattoos, baby dog.
Permanent ink.
And like, look,
Washed
line up. I'm talking.
I love
line
ideas
up.
already.
You gotta line up. And where you want yours at? What you?
Not on this body.
You did, but they getting it on their body. Talk about it, man.
As I guess, how you feel about it?
I don't, well,
It's lit.
You know, because we had this conversation before, I guess we can say that, right?
Yeah.
A little bit before.
How you feel? I feel
So
like
each
it's,
his own. I mean, as young women, they do have a choice.
Right.
But I
start
feel,
there.
there you go.
Let's start there.
But I feel like we need to do better as society, as a group of people, as a culture. I'll even just go ahead and say that, to make our women feel like they have more options than to seek out fame and fortune
Morals.
in this way.
Moral.
There's other ways to get fame. There's other ways to make money, and we need to encourage our women to do that. We need to start building up more so that when we get, not saying that all these women have low self-esteem or that they're in, and looking for toxic relationships. I'm not saying that all of them like that, but we can guess that some of them may be like that. And so I feel like if in a perfect world, if we could just start just changing that viewpoint of ourselves, change the narrative. If we could start teaching our young ladies to think differently of themselves, we'll find less women in situations like this. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dehumanizing. I feel like you're treating women like they're nothing, and the only reason he's not at fault because he's been allowed to do it by them. But at the same time, we need to teach our young men how to treat women.
So what would you
That
say?
they're valuable.
So what would you tell Flavor of Love? What would you
The
say?
same
Oh
thing.
my God.
And which is?
You need to treat women with respect. Treat them like they're valuable. They're not just there for your pleasure.
At all.
We're not just here for a man's pleasure. There's more to us than that.
Oh, that's big.
Okay.
Y'all know who we need on the show tonight?
Who?
Kevin Samuel.
Kevin said.
That's
He'll
who we need
take
on
with
the
that
show
suit
tonight.
on.
With that suit
Hey,
on,
with that tie.
he'll be like, he gonna say, okay.
Okay. What you gonna say, B?
What's your dress size?
So, like,
What
as
my dress ass has to do
Y'all
with
ready?
teaching young women.
How much did
how
you
to
weigh the
see
last time you
themselves.
weighed yourself?
What you weigh in at?
How many kids do you have? How old are you?
Huh?
Then he
Yeah.
will say, baby, you're the
Guys.
size of an NFL linebacker.
guys, are y'all ready?
Hood.
Go ahead. What you got?
Jacques had the perfect scenario of what's going on.
Right.
How do you all feel about it? Like, what are y'all go to about it? Kevin Samuel,
What Kevin Samuel got to do with Blueface?
Blueface, R. Kelly.
Oh, hold on. Time out.
Gee,
Time
hold
out.
up. What we doing?
Time out. Hold on.
Locked up. They won't let me.
Those
They
three,
won't let me.
Those three are so different on very different reasons.
But
why.
I feel like BG,
They're not connected. You can't even connect those
They're
three.
not. They're not.
They're different.
I feel like the mental prison.
No. Kevin Samuel gives relationship advice on the internet, right? I'm not gonna say I believe every word he say, but it's very entertaining.
Suit and tie. You did.
Blueface.
Blueface
Blueface has
left side of their face.
group of women in his house, right? Whom we're assuming he has relations with.
No, wait. First and foremost, contractual agreements.
I'm sure. We're assuming that everything.
Contractual.
That everything. I think he meant
We'll
consensual.
come back to it.
I think he meant consensual. So we're
But
assuming.
contractual, consensual, two different.
both of them.
Right.
We'll come back.
We're
It's all in the contract.
assuming everything is on the up and up. Everything is consensual, and so therefore he's not breaking any state or federal laws.
It's all in the
Correct.
contract.
All right. Then there's Robert. Robert
Don't do
Currently
Robert
sits-
Sylvester Kelly like that.
currently sits in a Chicago jail.
Jail or prison?
What county is Chicago in?
Federal.
Do anybody know?
It
What
don't
county?
matter.
Yeah.
Illinois County.
I would have been there.
Okay, Illinois is the state. He currently sits in whatever county they're in. He sits in that jail because Robert had more things going on than just the women in his house.
Robert sophisticatedly.
So
You
we
trying to-
can't compare those three. I think if Kevin Samuel was on the show, he'll be highly offended that you
What would he say, B?
comparing him
What
to R. Kelly.
What,
I think
tell me
would
something
be-
he'll say. What
Oh man, he'll be like, "You compare me to R. Kelly? Okay. How old are you?
How?
What's your dress size? How much did you weigh the last time
Fisher's
I
time.
weighed you?
Fisher's time, B. Fisher's time.
No.
And
How many
before she
kids
answer,
do you
hang
have?
up.
What is
Before she answer, hang up.
Click.
as producer
My
here?
time.
My time.
I want to hear
I don't
what
care.
y'all.
Playing
I want
with
to
me.
hear. I want to hear y'all point of view. What is literally the difference between Blueface and R. Kelly? I don't see one. You are both in there because you apparently want some
They're
type
not
of
both
fame.
in nowhere. R. Kelly is in prison and Blueface is at home.
She's talking about the women. The women are both in the.
Thank you.
R. Kelly is
In the
not
camp.
in prison because of the camp he had in his house. That's not why he's locked up. R. Kelly
ahead.
is locked up because of things he's done years prior with women who were not of age yet. That's why R. Kelly is in jail.
Hey, what? Look, though,
Does it matter?
Wait, what?
Yes, it
Does
matters.
age
look,
really matter when your parent wrote you off to them?
Listen, that's big.
I'm about to
listen,
walk off this show,
I'm
bro.
finna too soon. I'm finna
Go
too soon.
ahead.
But one thing before I do. Before I walk off, what is double jeopardy? What is double jeopardy?
No, you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, put them back on.
Tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go
Since
ahead.
you brought that
Get
up,
out.
One minute.
Put 'em back
One minute,
on.
one
I'm gonna
minute
tell you
before
why.
Put 'em back
You're
on.
wrong
Hold
about
on,
double
I
jeopardy.
guess
Before
want
you
to
go
speak.
in on her, can I
Go ahead.
speak?
Go
Thank
ahead.
you, love.
Maybe we can look at it like this. The difference is the amount of information that came out about R. Kelly, and so we know for sure that some of his girls were underage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't know that about Kevin. So right now, all we're assuming is what
Not
we
Kevin,
see. I'm
Blueface.
sorry,
Blueface.
not Kevin.
Kevin Samuel's gonna sue us, y'all. We gotta stop.
Blueface. What
Fix your time.
what we know about Blueface is what we see, and that right now we're thinking they're all consensual. So that's one difference in between the two. I don't care if your parent let your underage child go with him or not. It doesn't matter. If I tell you, if I give, and this does happen, you know, I've worked with several kids who have gone through a similar situation as this, and if I, as a parent, give my 12-year-old child to a man, and just because I gave it to him, it still doesn't make it right. I don't care. It's wrong on
Okay.
both ends, not just mine, on his as well for accepting it.
Exactly.
So that's what makes them different.
Exactly. Because guess what? You can have a menu in front of you.
But you ain't got to buy all.
You can look, but do not order.
There you go.
You did.
Can I step in?
Go ahead.
Back in the day with fame, it didn't matter your age. Monica, Miss Thing album, she was 14 years old.
But that was a problem, though. That was a problem that wasn't addressed.
a problem
even
with
then.
who? But
That-
her
no,
bill's not
That
behind.
that was an issue with the entertainment community as a whole. Because even if you look at the entertainers back then, Johnny Cash, wasn't his wife like 14 when he married her? Elvis Presley had been reported for it. Chuck, what's the black guy? Chuck.
You know, we'd be at the pool hall.
the singer.
Yeah, you know, Chuck.
I know who all
They-
y'all talking about.
They have all had reports of that going on. That doesn't justify it.
did
happening.
it
So
did it
even-
really matter?
So even with
Hold
Aaliyah
up.
and Monica and I'm just not gonna throw out names, but
Please don't.
you
Throw-
brought up
throw
Monica.
names.
Please
No,
don't.
so even with celebrities like that, if that happened, that doesn't justify it happening.
To that matter too.
That but now we're at a time in our culture where now we're seeing it for what it is, but that doesn't make it right that it happened. So no, R. Kelly's not justified in what he did. Now,
However,
he is in jail. He's awaiting trial. Once he goes to trial, we're gonna see what happened. Michael Jackson record was just cleared this week.
Peter Pan.
It was just cleared.
which one?
all the
don't even
allegations
matter.
he had, the lawsuits was thrown
Every
out.
last one of them.
He's good. He is in the clear.
So you mean tell me when Cuz had to go to the courtroom? Guys.
Every
When
last
Cuz had to
one
go
of
to
them.
the courtroom and it was 13. Y'all remember that? 13. Charger right here. Pink, big, kid, Cuz.
His stuff
So-
was cleared this week.
That's big.
I hear what y'all talking about, and I have my own feelings about what's going on.
That's big.
How did we get here?
Music
don't know.
is
Because we were
music.
talking about Blueface.
And guess what?
Okay,
Wait,
we're
listen,
gonna take it back to
No,
Blueface.
this is how we got here because now we're talking about Blueface, the modern day
Love it.
star, if you will, within this delegation with the ones that came before. So the whole topic of discussion with BG is trying to say, how can we neglect the ones that came before, but still is held against the ones that is brought into modern day space that is praised?
Let's take it off of there. There are a lot of movies and things that happened back then that were okay, but that are not. For
Okay
example,
now.
I was just randomly. I was watching the Little Rascals. Think about the Little Rascals.
Look,
Everything
I
that
remember
went on
look,
the Little
you
Rascals.
like
He-Man woman.
He-Man woman.
With that
He-Man
girl
woman
cross right
hair.
now.
Me Too movement. That's what you
A
got.
lot of stuff.
That's
is
what you got.
It's
Boy, these folk the castle lapel.
It's Pepe Le Pew.
Oh my bad.
Le Pew
Second
love.
time
My bad.
doing that.
Pepe Le Pew. These
Boy
folk
said lapel, lapel.
these folk got
Boy said lapel,
On
lapel.
week.
Oh my
But
goodness,
yeah,
man.
a lot of stuff that we watched growing up, which y'all mentioned this in in another show, it wouldn't come across well right now. And that's the same thing. Those things, all those incidents that you were naming, yeah, they went across. Don't make them right,
Right.
but they passed. Well, guess what? Now we know better. We're trying to do better, and we need to speak up more and say this is wrong, and that's what we're doing.
And
With with similar situation as this.
And speaking of-
Now with
Oh,
with
speak
Blueface. Now I didn't get to get my
Go ahead,
comments on
go
Blueface.
ahead. Come finna go ahead, close out.
Because
with,
somehow we ended up on
with that close.
on Kels. All right,
Man,
so
it's
Because that was the
Entertainment.
comparison.
With
I did not like
Blueface.
that.
With
at all.
Blueface.
I
They
feel
actually
like
might-
Why
this.
Blueface?
I feel like if these women look, I understand everybody go through what they go through, right?
Right.
Everybody has a story to tell.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm starting honest to God, I'm starting to believe everybody suffers from some kind of mental illness.
Straight up.
That's where I am.
Especially
I'm
if you,
here.
especially if you come
really
from
thinking that.
if you come from
I'm here.
So this is the time.
listen, no, listen.
I'm here.
Listen, the bag is so deep to where it's a whole delegation of poverty, right? If you
Right.
come from that. I have learned from the poverty coming from you did poverty, bro. It's rich people that go through their whole. It's a delegation with the rich kids, and they go
Right.
through their whole thing too. And I be like, dang. And when you look at the whole story, it be like, it makes you feel ignored. What it called?
Q Smith?
No, but
Q.
Enough
Is
for-
it poverty or the urge to be fame?
I feel like it's big God.
But I'm gonna tell you though, but we growing up, how we grew up, we look at those rich kids and we say they ain't got problems.
Yeah,
We say
Right.
we would love to have their problems,
yeah.
but that doesn't negate their
Problems, they don't.
because that
Right,
still
right.
causes issues within them.
Exactly.
And so when everybody's talk has been on trauma. If I hear
Trauma.
I'm so tired of hearing trauma. Trauma is
You're tired of hearing trauma, but
one
how are
of
you
those
dealing
words
with it?
that I just want to throw away, and I wish nobody else can never use. It's just like when they learned what was the word they were using last year?
You already know it.
Toxic.
Toxic.
Lord Jesus, when they learned what toxic meant,
Toxic.
oh my God, throw it away. I don't want to hear toxic. I don't want to hear trauma no more. But anyway,
Them T go stupid.
what I've learned though is everyone has faced some kind of trauma. So everyone has been through it, and everyone dealt with it in the manner of which they dealt with it internally. So that's why I say I believe the whole world suffers from mental health.
Exactly.
It just hasn't been diagnosed within everybody, and it'll never be diagnosed within everybody.
Well,
you know
I
what
feel
I'm
like it will be. Quiz.
Okay.
Pop it, quiz. Pop it, quiz.
I
Pop it.
understand, like, if you saying that you're tired of hearing trauma, but the truth is we haven't heard enough about trauma.
Exactly. To make
That's
it.
why you're hearing so much.
To make
of
it a-
because
How
it
can-
needs
how
to be
To make
talked
it a
about.
wellness. You how they supposed to do wellness?
Yeah,
To make
it
it a.
needs to be talked about.
Oh,
See, people think trauma as
Trauma.
as sexual abuse,
That's
physical
trauma.
abuse, emotional. Those things are trauma. But guess what? Trauma is anything that causes you significant stress.
Stress.
That any occurrence. So, for example, for some people, losing a dog. For some people,
Traumatic.
that's not traumatic. It's just like, oh, it's a dog.
Wait.
But for another person,
Wait,
they
hold
may
on.
have to go through therapy for losing that dog because that was a significant
My
being
dog still living.
in their life. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one.
So trauma, yeah, you get tired of hearing it, but it needs to be talked about because it hadn't been talked about before. So now that we know what it is, let's start addressing it and make it normal. Just
Let's
like we
talk
address
about it.
diabetes, we address high blood pressure. Let's address
No,
But no,
past
like we
and
talk about,
mental
like,
health.
I'm not-
like
I'm-
we talk about lashes, like we talk about edges.
Let's address them.
I'm not saying.
Let's-
I'm
hold
not
on.
saying do away
Put
with
it
the
out.
discussions. What I'm saying is do away with the word. I'm tired of the word because you see it just
Toxic.
so much. No matter what, no
Use-
matter what it is, it's always trauma.
It's used loosely.
Trauma.
It's
Trauma or toxic?
It's used so
It's
loosely.
Can I ask the man a
Loosely.
question?
into hold on. Let me get back to my point. So I said all of that to say
To
I
say what?
ventured off.
To say what?
I said all that to say we don't know what traumatic experiences these women experienced within their lives. So we don't know what led them here. But I don't know. We're assuming this. We're assuming that they're there upon their own accord. So even if Blueface told them, hey, you can leave. Go. Get out of here. You're free to go. I'm not holding you on your own, which he probably did. You can leave at any point. They say, nah, I'm good.
No.
So at a certain point in time, can we blame Blueface for being a dog, if that's how you want to refer to him?
Can't.
If you want to blame him for being a trash individual, if that's how
Can't.
you choose to refer to him, sure. But, I mean, he's not committing any state of federal laws, breaking any state of federal laws, so you can't condemn him. Now, if you want to say he's a trash individual and it's messed up what he's doing, hey, you have every right. But you can't condemn the man because he's not breaking any laws.
Which means.
How do we know R. Kelly didn't do that?
Okay,
Listen,
move
let's
on.
move on. I was
Let's
just going to
go.
say, Lord
Well, I
Jesus.
was-
Move
Let's
on.
put
I
my
got R.
way
Kelly back.
To
He gonna
respond
sing at my
back-
wedding.
To respond back to what
Over
you're
FaceTime?
saying.
What's
That's
one?
Uncle
Wade.
B,
Respond
B.
back
I'm saying
to
on
what
Face
he's
on
saying.
before we respond back.
Shut up.
We on the FaceTime. We gotta figure out what's gonna be sung on the wedding day on the FaceTime. What
Chocolate Factory.
He's going to be like, please save me.
Y'all
He gonna be
ain't
trying to send subliminal messages.
What are you gonna
Please
say?
save me. My commissary is running
R.
dry.
Kelly gonna be out winning because they
And
definitely.
at nights I'm alone, I'd sit and cry.
He might hit her with that in the closet. You remember that?
He probably up in
You did.
Nope.
All right, go move.
Chocolate Factory because I'm chocolate. Y'all want me to go down?
It's gonna be chocolate.
Go ahead.
Factory.
You did, Quiz. Go ahead.
Straight over
Quiz.
FaceTime.
Go ahead, Quiz.
What I was gonna say is
said
to
face.
respond to you, I think you're right. You made a valid point, and that's where
Kelly.
it comes into what we as people who are in a good standing mentally, like we need to encourage. We need to encourage
Encourage the
other
ones
people.
that- yeah, real talk, man.
Like
I'm with you,
teach
cuz.
younger people, even whether they belong to us or not. It's it takes a village to raise a child. It's
I'm
our
with it.
job to raise our young men
I'm with
and
it.
women to think better of themselves
Hey, man.
and
Guess
of
what?
the other people in our culture.
Don't let these folks think you here.
around us.
Let me put something into you to let you know that you are here. You did. You are here. And for everyone that ever came before you, you're not here. You're the beauty of. Listen here, man. These folks look at you as you don't even know how, but we don't have that instrument, that dialogue, that pedigree, that motivation, that battering in your back, as they say, in a positive way. You know, and Quiz, I understand what you're saying wholeheartedly. But guess what? Who first will be last, and who last will be first.
Hold on
Lord
before
Jesus,
you move
I don't know what-
Hold on. Because I blanked out doing half of that because my mind went in a total different direction. What if R. Kelly gives you the chance?
This man.
Say it again.
to sing at your event just for you putting money on
R.
his books.
Kelly will be there at my event.
All you
you know
gotta
how
do
many
is
people
put money
would
on his
take him?
books.
Hey,
That
what
man
you
would be rich in prison, boy.
He would.
I would do that too.
You know what? He pays somebody.
Think
set
about
me
it.
Up in a little room. You know what I'm saying? Blue background, brick background, just plain.
And
And he just sing.
Think about it.
Listen, which one you want me to hit? Which one? Which one?
Which one you want? Which
Chocolate Factory.
We gonna go from
Chocolate.
which one we fly in the air?
I
Chocolate
believe I can
Factory.
fly.
I can fly.
But y'all know what about I Believe I Can Fly? It is in all the fifth grade.
Yeah.
Graduation
That was all
song.
fifth grade. Yeah.
It's in
That
all of their
I
music.
believe I
books.
can fly. Hero.
It's in
Hero.
all
Mariah
of
Carey,
the
Hero.
music
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
It's in every single music book. R. Kelly is a musical genius.
Nobody is denying
His talent.
his talent. Nobody has denied
So-
that.
At all.
Okay, talent. Social media. To me, it's fucked up. Because back in the day, Michael Jackson
You are
and James
not
Brown.
finna sit up here and try to defend R. Kelly on this podcast.
I will.
Okay, move on.
Listen.
Oh,
We respect all parties. R. Kelly want to hear this. Go ahead.
R. Kelly
On live and
can't-
legit. He
R.
want-
Kelly can't hit
But
it.
you know, because get what? You got to look cool.
R. Kelly will know I have his bag.
Live
They-
legit.
they
He gonna
got
shoot
that
it to
phone
him.
in there. That
You
wasn't
did.
it.
Hey, if he hear this though, we want you to sing on the show. We will put money on your books.
BG gonna get that going.
Man.
Jump on, man.
You did.
I want to hear. I
Be my
believe I can fly.
BG. When
It's
you
in
listen,
all
BG.
of the
BG,
children's music book. Go ahead.
when you put the plug through and
Go ahead.
everything go through, and my boy come
Go
from the cell and he pop it, you did. What he gonna hit us with
me.
on live legit? What
Man, we ain't gonna tell B.
what one he gonna hit us with though?
He gonna be like, I used to think that
That
I
I
was
cannot-
going home. The judge said the key is locked and now you're wrong.
Disrespectful.
No.
Disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
I think it's
We are
just
not
about
gonna
time for you to give up.
No, my boy gonna be that thing like, boy, y'all got me messed up. Y'all locked me up for what? Ain't nothing wrong. You did.
Hey, he starts singing that old dude. Hey.
Ain't that what little bug is?
Old
That what
dude
you
gonna
say,
talk
huh?
about it.
Ain't
Oh,
nothing wrong
you
with
know,
it. Okay.
Hey, come here.
All right, come here.
Put your finger through the. Let me stop.
Hey,
through the burglar boy.
Hey,
I
then
got R.
it's gonna
Kelly
flip to after the show. It's the after
Party.
party.
Hey, after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Hey.
Hey.
And after the original is probably woo.
That's what I
It's
think.
That's what he
probably,
gonna do.
he said, and it's probably this.
Okay, off our camera. This thing
Hey man, let's
left.
stop. What are we doing, dog?
Hey,
I'm just
hey,
doing
hold
that.
on. Out of all the R. Kelly stuff, we've never discussed R. Kelly on this show.
Ever.
Ever.
Never.
And I'm gonna make y'all discuss him.
But my boy want this right here, man. What he doing that thing? What he saying right now?
The Jungle Song.
The Jungle Song.
Chocolate Factory. Chocolate Factory. R. Kelly.
The jungle.
I love you.
Yeah, I remember. I do remember Jungle Song. I can't. Listen, yeah.
I don't remember the Jungle Song.
Because he be listening to music. But I'm going to make it real fast. Nobody in the house should be held accountable. They were 18 plus. Their parents put them there. On top of Chocolate Factory.
Oh, you still talking about R. Kelly?
Yeah.
I went back on Blueface.
The table is blue, baby. What is you doing?
I thought we were back on Blueface.
And Blueface doing whatever he can do. Whatever music.
I can't believe the girl is
I don't have...
trying to
And I
defend R.
don't-
Kelly.
Okay.
Let's call it what it is.
I love
With
a spade, and I will not down Blueface
Look, with Blueface, and it's
Fan mail
also a
on
way
live.
because
legit.
you are in there. The
Fan
only
mail.
thing I feel sorry about, and they are laughing.
She ran
Women,
with us so hard.
Y'all is free my nigga. Free my
free R. Kelly.
free my nigga.
God, I thought we were back on Blueface. I did not know we were still talking about R.
We
Kelly.
said the blue face. We said BG.
But look, all Blueface
Free
is
R.
trying to do-
Kelly and free Bill Cosby. On top of Blueface.
Move on. We done.
Hey
we
man,
done here.
same speaker
We're done.
free. Speaker. Hey man, say man, real talk.
Hold on.
man.
Time out. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's all it is. It's just fame. He picking up views. He getting seen. Like you remember when Jacques was like he was the best. He was the king of R&B, and his name got out there. That's all this dude is doing.
Exactly.
I think so. But now them tattoos permanent, so they better think before they eat.
Like, bruh, you finna pay some bills, so
Yeah.
you finna get tatted on me. Okay, you finna pay some bills, ain't it?
But go ahead.
And my boy hanging
I'm
up.
say move on for.
I was
Bill.
nah, that was funny though. But
I'm good. I'm done for the night.
hey man, Speaking of those numbers, shout out to my boy Gunna and my boy Young Thug.
I love it.
Beautiful man. Listen here. Talk about the wave. Talk about the narrative. Talk about what's last and will be first. Big God put us on this earth to go up and stuck and up, and 30 inmates, over 30, have been released from the Fulton County Jail who could not afford bond because they was not rightfully given bond in the right regards. So you have, once again, my boy, you did Gunna and Young Thug slime like bitch slap. Listen here, these folk has released over 30 people. Now, before I go start, listen, before I get in my bag, I can start with Trump. Don't want to start with him, but I will start with him. Because this is the way that we on them. Because I got to get right. It's getting big. Look at him. He got to get right. It's finna, brother. Guess what? I have learned. Oh my! I come from the trenches because I have learned and have seen who last will be first on this earth. Big God. They call it the what be? What the P word is? Pardon.
Pardon?
Guess who I seen got pardoned?
Who got pardon?
In the last, if you guys stay focused, in the last
We here for you.
6 to 9 months, the ones that was do my time because I did the crime, but I didn't do the crime to do the time to be overly charged and overly burned for what I did. Who first will be last and who last will be first? Big God. Who got out? A lot of the ones that was wrongly convicted. So I...
Every time
my
he
bad.
go too
My
far.
bad. I gotta go too far.
Every time he go too far.
My bad.
Cause I'm like wrongly convicted. They ain't even been convicted yet.
Oh, my
they
bad.
just in jail awaiting
not.
trial.
Cause these folks want to wrongly convict them cause off the bun. You see what they had it already?
Basically, what they did was they went and they said, okay, for those who were caught on marijuana charges, who were caught with robbery without attempt to harm,
Exactly.
those type people, non-violent offenders, they helped get them out.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
And B, if you check the last episode, B hit me with something I thought, oh, I almost lost my mind. B, what they did in Birmingham?
Oh yeah, last episode we talked about how
Mayor,
Randall Wolfen
you did.
how he pardoned all the marijuana convictions of
B, tell them the statistics. How many?
15,000 people.
I say how many?
15,000 people. Their records were expunged basically because they were pardoned.
Big God, y'all on man, 2 cups.
So
man.
that's huge. You
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
but you know, talking about the bail, how the justice system puts big bails on African Americans, nonviolent offenders.
Exactly.
They may hit us with such a huge bail. The Khalif Brower case. I think I said his name right.
You did.
He was arrested in California for allegedly stealing a backpack.
Oh
right?
wow. Okay.
And his bail was something big. It was like $500.
Wow.
But you know, to a poor family, $500 is
It's
a
a
lot of
lot.
money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It takes months to save.
That sounds like rent.
Right.
Yeah.
And so his family can afford his bail. You know, the man sat in jail for like 5 years.
5 years off
5
500.
Years of $500.
Bro, that's $100 a
And
year.
what makes it so bad is he was underage at the time, and he sat in a county jail. I've never been to a county jail.
I have.
So you know what the atmosphere is like in a county jail.
I'm talking about you did.
And so imagine you being 17,
Man,
16, 17 years old.
Brother, I could get pushed to the forefront off of minor charges. Don't you know folks in the county jail come in with a whole different charge that you would think that would get put back on how these folk do it, but would get pushed forward. And the little guy that got the minor will never hear about until 4-5 years later.
Right.
That shout out my boy Thug and Gunna. You did.
But before we close this out, though, I gotta say rest in peace to Khalif Brown, man. He actually committed suicide.
He did.
And a lot of it was due to the things that he experienced while he was locked up. And you know, it's so sad. He was just accused of stealing a backpack.
Man, bro, you know how hard it is, guys. But listen, that and big God, brother, that unrolls the case in the individuals that you see on TV every day. They got released 40, 50, 60 years later. It's a lot of them, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking from working my new job that I have, I work within the prison system. And it's known, one thing like I've noticed in my ladies who are leaving is they're scared. They're terrified because if you've been in jail for like 30 years, that young man was in there for 5.
It's a whole new world.
That's a whole
exactly. And so you're talking about women. Yeah, they have phones in jail. Yeah, they can see different stuff.
It hit different.
Prison, I mean, but it hits different when you have to experience it for yourself. So
when you gotta go
where
there.
we go from where we're using cash and checks to now we're using cards, and not only cards, we're using a tap with the card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is all huge.
That's
and
right.
Listen,
for some of them, when they went in, they had to stop at the counter and fill it out.
Cool.
Now they just tap the thing.
Cool. These folk came from a paper check. Listen, it was one or two things: cash or a paper check. You did. These folk got what, Quiz? A slide, a tap, a cash out. You did.
Right.
I'm putting you down.
I'm talking now.
I'm putting you down.
Exactly.
That's right.
And like another thing that you gotta think about when you're in there, it's a whole nother community.
No, that's the way of life.
You got what we live in.
That's
right
the
here,
way of life.
When you're in there,
that's their way of life.
Exactly.
Every day.
So who's to say, little buddy, he young? That's fresh meat.
What?
We all know, what we think we know about what happened in jail. But I'm sure he experienced 10 times worse than what we think.
Man,
we know.
what?
Right,
I'm talking about it go harder, bro. I'm talking about it go harder.
And so,
but listen, what they don't tell you, you can be the person. I'm talking about, I said perchant. Yeah, too good. Perfect individual. I'm talking about extra angel. Innocent. Brother, when you go behind those walls, I say all goes. All goes. That young man that got
let's
that
pause
heart.
right here. Let's pause right here. Because you just said something that just sparked my attention.
Okay, go ahead, B.
You said behind the walls all goes. No, you've never been shy with your tiny criminal history.
Here you go.
He's been locked up. It happens. Never did a bid.
Big God. I could have.
It was always a day
who
or so.
first? A big God. That's why I popped my big God.
But you just said behind those walls, all goes. Anything happens.
Straight up.
What have you done behind those walls?
What have I done behind the walls?
Tell the people. The people want to know.
Man, I remember.
He kept moving on.
I remember one time, man, my mama came to see me behind those walls, right?
Right.
So I'm in population. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the student here, present, whatever y'all folk want. The big good inmate. You did. Because we inmates. We already known for how we would, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm good inmate. You feel me? I ain't did. And they got the OGs like, boy, my young boy ain't got nothing to do with it. He ain't supposed to belong in here. You feel me? I got a future. You did. You did.
So they actually protected you in there.
Hey, listen here. It wasn't no protection, but it was big God with the protection.
Okay.
I had to get it out the bud. You did. But no, it was though, love and real talk. Because when I met each individual, cause ain't no bodyguards, ain't no celebrities in there. If you go, it's a difference between isolation and pop. You did. It's a big difference. I was in pop. You did. But I'm so glad that you asked that because everything goes. You can be the same in pop, and you can go to a visit and go into isolation. I was that one. Ask your question. I give you your answer. I'm in population. Spade to spade. Joker deuce. I'm running them up off the crackers. Or what the hell? I'm running it up. All right. So we in that thing, running it up, shooting them little slide. You know what I'm saying? Talking a little slide. We shooting it up. Smith got a visitor. All right. So each inmate that got a visitor, they go to the front door. The guards lead us out, and we go into the visitation room. Now, this is before the virtual TV and all these folks got going on. Man, cuz I pull up to the visitation room. I pull up to them. I say, man, mom, man, you know what I'm saying? Like that mom, you know what I'm saying?
That boy felt like he was a hard criminal in that moment. Hey, ma, you know, I'm just holding it down back here.
But nah, man, it hit different, bro, because same thing I was locked up for is for what you see every dispensary in America now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, though. But with him pardoning and everything.
Exactly.
So
but I wouldn't win that pardon. I had to go through before the pardon. I was putting down before that.
But I'm saying it's no longer on your record, though.
Wait a minute. Did you not?
Default, we're gonna cut after this. Default, what?
It's no
we're
longer.
gonna cut after what?
Hold on.
Hold
Look,
up,
listen. He part. That's why I told you that last week, and I cut because I knew you was directly affected by that. He pardoned all marijuana convictions in the city of Birmingham.
Hey, man.
You was locked up by the
okay,
city of Birmingham. That is no longer on your record. You are pardoned from that.
Jesus, baby, hug me. Oh God! Oh God! I'm finna walk up the set. Let's see who I'm finna go. Jesus.
So hold on. So in all fairness, that's your only conviction, right?
No, but listen.
I tried. Dang it, I tried. I was thinking like, well, then you got a clean record again, though.
It's one step closer.
One step closer to being clean. That's
I'm
right.
saying no.
I got you.
I love it. Like no, be honest.
Hey, listen.
But we got your back.
Before we go, listen, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man.
He said,
But
no,
that's gonna be a segment.
It ain't time to
That's
wrap
gonna be a
yet,
segment
baby.
on Live and Legit.
We got a long way to go.
Jail stories.
I don't even know what time we on.
Two cup jail stories.
He said no.
2 cup jail stories. I don't want to go in tonight, man.
Do you think, Thug?
No, because we got a beautiful, I say, purple
The
glasses, purple lip boss in this thing tonight, and her name is Jacques. Oh my! I went too loud. Let's bring it back. I say, B, who we got?
Jacques.
Hey, love.
She don't like this.
Listen, hold on. Listen, see, I talk with a little. I know it's hard to believe because I do a podcast, right?
Podcast.
You know, I speak publicly every week.
I'm talking PC.
I got a little speech impediment. You know, I got a list.
Lord.
So I abstain from saying S. So
what you
instead
say?
of saying her full name, I say Jacques.
What happened to your tongue and your lip when it's
When I said Quee,
yeah, what?
everything just dropped. Quee.
but say it with the say it with say it. Try to say it with the
Jacques.
Ooh, that big sound funny. That's funny.
Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all ain't finna talk about me on this show now. Hold on. I ain't ashamed to talk about it, man. Look, I battled it my whole life, right?
Right.
So what I learned to do when I do the S, instead of just doing the straight S,
So all my people that live
I've
like
turned
this.
it into like an SH to give it that bigger.
So what it here for? How I go?
Like a S.
Jacques, can I be Belgianese?
Ooh.
See, she's
Come on, y'all.
Belgianese.
But how would you
Because-
say it?
Belgianese
Okay, that was
like
good.
hot
I have learned. That's-
Y'all ready for that?
That's because when you born with something, you learn how to migrate around that thing, right? So I just started migrating around it, but I didn't learn that until I got to college. So before then, they were just like, "This can't talk."
But you are a college professional now, and now you say the words of What? Okay, I don't know.
He uses
Q Smith. Q.
What?
Q.
You know, it's always usually you
Oh, hell.
and B. Your boy B.
You did.
But-
My boy B. You did.
Your girl B. Your girl Q.
We got our B and our
BGM.
BG. What you is? She
Who
said
are you?
she wanted to be B,
Shut up.
Q, and BG.
I'm all
And
Who
one little
are
goddamn
you tonight?
Jaquise.
keep laughing.
Who are you? What's your
Okay.
Keep
name?
laughing.
What is your name?
Keep laughing.
What's
What's
your
your
name?
name?
Belgian.
You sure?
Oh.
Yep.
One more time. Who you is?
Belgian.
You sure your name B?
You sure it ain't G?
It's me and Q tonight.
Oh Lord. That's how the teacher used to do in first grade.
And I taught for 10 years. So, like, these questions are only for Jacquees and B.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
All right, and this is another episode of Live Lit and Legit. This is your guest host, Jacquees, and always your boy.
I'm gonna leave the questions here.
Oh, Lord.
You trying to act so
There you
hard.
go.
I ain't afraid of BG.
There you go.
I ain't afraid of BG.
He been trying to act so hard.
I ain't scared of no
Hey,
ghost.
Maybe you got my back.
Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, pop it.
As far as relationships, I love relationships, and y'all are beautiful, beautiful couple to me.
This is wheel. What noise is when they be doing?
You know what? I was gonna buy a sound card tonight. One of those like sound devices. You know when you hit the button.
You don't need them.
Yeah, I was gonna. I promise
This
you.
would have been the perfect moment for the button.
I priced them.
This would have been the
like
perfect
I was looking for one I can just go pick up, but it looked like I'm gonna have to just order it because I was looking at
He
like
can
Best
just
Buy
throw
and
it in
Good
there.
Talk
The
Sun and
love,
stuff.
yeah.
And
Because
I
I wasn't even finna do this, but y'all want to.
But I'm gonna order one this week. So by next week we'll have we just hit the sound.
But guess what we got now? B in the
Okay, so Q,
we
take us out, baby.
We got B in the hospital. No, we
Take
don't.
us home.
Hey, BG, before you go,
See, but when I tried to take us home earlier, I want to hear the question.
we don't got
So
no
let's hear the
buns.
question.
We ain't got no buns, but we got B.
What was the question, ma'am?
B in the hospital?
Our question is, Jacquees to love. As far as a relationship, what do you expect as out of a relationship? I'm gonna keep it cordial.
What do I expect out of a
Your
relationship?
expectations, yeah.
I expect to be treated with respect. I expect to be communicated with. And I want to be heard and listened to. That's communicated with.
Put them.
I'm pretty laid back as far as my expectations. I like to have a good friend. We will not.
Thank you.
Can I have my toys?
No.
No, because
Are we
what the
little
hell
kids?
y'all doing? Mimi, stop.
For those of you listening on the audio version, me and Q just up here playing with little ass.
Little toys, look, action figures. You got the B action figure and you got the 2-cup Q cup. Hey, Quiz, what you was saying?
I got a question for you, Q.
What you got?
Thank you. Because
Cute.
this mother, he ain't gonna
You're
answer
single,
it right.
You're single, right?
He don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Are you
Single
already-
parent trying to listen. Single parent every
He
day,
don't know.
working hard, trying to make the dreams come true. Hey, you.
Q. Why you single?
Because I'm a single parent working every day.
No, that's not what I asked you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I said, why are you single?
Because love bug, I'm putting you down.
He said, don't make me tell you.
Let's make this clear. Just because you put because in the front of your statement does not make it
I love it.
a good answer.
No, that's great. No, that's a real question, man. That's a real great question. Why that's a real great
Because
question?
I know it's by choice, right?
Right, because it's not by force.
Okay.
Because it's big God. Now, the reason that you asked that question because why? It's not by force. It's by choice. So you want to know, why are you single? Why? Because it's by choice, not by force. I said, I'm a single.
So why do you choose to be single?
Well,
Go ahead, Mimi.
back in the day, me and B used to be single. B, where you at? You hear?
B ain't single no more. We talking to Q.
You know what though? When we lived
Tread
together, I
lightly.
wasn't single.
You wasn't.
Oh.
So
my
that's
God.
messed up that we never got a chance to live our single lives.
Our single lives as a
Yeah,
ghost
because,
together. We
yeah.
sure didn't.
And we was in a real deal, big God.
Praise the
I
Lord.
listen, I call it big mansion. Apartments.
A big mansion apart.
Can I ask all three of y'all a question?
So, going back to
Go
my
ahead,
question,
Jacques.
if I
Yeah.
may, Miss Belgianese,
Go
why
ahead,
did you
baby.
choose to be single?
Well, I always pull up on B, and he was always single, so
B ain't single now.
he's not.
So let's go back to
He
Q.
don't do right.
If I may I? Nigga. Why are you choosing to be single?
Well, the reason I'm choosing to be single, love, but to honestly answer, you know what I'm saying, answer your question on all seriousness right here. We're going to go ahead and keep it real serious and real personal and real corporate. Now, the reason that you asked that question is because you want to know why it's 2 Cup Q Smith is single. Well, if I knew, baby, I'd tell you. Help me. Help me.
BG, what you got for
What you
us,
say?
man?
Help me.
What you got for us, BG?
All three of you guys. Y'all listening?
Yes, ma'am.
BG love y'all.
We love you.
And as an individual, I'm going to start off with.
I feel like we finna take a test.
Yeah.
I'm talking. It's the.
Mama
It's the.
love y'all.
Wait.
call
It's
that one out.
the one with the
Individuals,
bubbles.
you finna answer
It's the
this.
one where you can pistol in with the bubble, or
Like
is it
no.
like
the,
no? Because I
SAT.
hate the ones where it's straight answer. It's the one with the bubbles.
This
Yeah.
the one
Multiple
where you,
choice.
Where you need
See,
the
always
essay
see.
packet. You
Because
gotta write
we
it in the blue
just-
packet.
He be playing. Cause Mimi be
Not
playing.
Scantron, the one where you gotta write in the little blue packet.
Q Smith
Oh, no.
be playing.
That what you finna have.
Oh Lord, not that one. I was thinking Scantron.
No, baby.
Okay, what we doing?
Y'all ready?
Yeah,
We ready.
I'm gonna start off with because everybody been through it. Don't focus on the pain.
Right. Focus on the game.
Nope.
Oh,
Focus on the peace. Jacques,
No.
what is your peace
peace, Jacques. I like
as
that.
a part of a relationship?
What is my what?
peace?
Don't
Jacques.
focus on the pain. Hush.
Focus on the piece.
When test me.
Don't focus on.
Don't focus on the pain.
Focus on the.
Focus on your peace. What is
What
your peace in a relationship?
What is your peace?
I think my peace in a relationship is when you choose to accept the
Shut up,
person as they are.
Cortez.
What is your peace?
When you're not trying to change somebody.
Yeah, that's peace.
That's peace.
And
Peace to the
B,
Peace to the peace.
yeah, cause they playing Jacques. You
They
have-
are.
What's in your ear? Tell me something.
Oh, that's my jam.
I like to live the peace. I like to hear the ease.
Hold on, no.
Hey, listen up.
Time out. Did you say you like to
I
lick
love the
piss?
song.
No, I
Sound like he said I like to lick your piss.
no. I said I want to let you know it's peace in the streets.
Somebody
Oh, I
had
thought you
But
said
I
like to-
want you to
Oh,
go
okay.
dumb in the sheets. You did.
Okay,
That's
I
what
thought you said I like to lick your
Nah,
piss.
I say I want the peace in
Lord,
the
have
streets. Go
B?
dumb in the sheets.
You said what is my peace in a relationship?
Don't focus on your pain. Everybody been through something.
So my peace,
What is your peace in a relationship?
hit it, cuz.
Oh yeah, right.
Big
Pe-
God.
Huh? I say the B to the I to the G. I
Big
say the
God.
G to the
I
O to
don't
the
even want
D.
to talk to them no more.
B
Jacques.
to the I to the G.
Yeah,
I say
I
the
tried to
B-
wrap this up earlier.
I'm just like really, I'm off the rails tonight.
Yeah, I'm
just-
me too, good.
The episode started with R. Kelly and it's been downhill
All
since
right,
then.
man, I ain't know what to do.
So I'm just like,
So R. Kelly would have made y'all.
Oh,
feel like this.
I'm not 100%
I'm not even
locked in
finna
tonight.
I'm not.
I'm not
We
even.
living a lot. We
I'm
living a
not.
lot.
We just
Even.
living it right. The episode been off the rails.
No.
If y'all stopped listening 10 minutes ago, I don't blame you.
At all. We
like,
living night, man. Try like
Did
CEO.
y'all? Okay.
Live
BG,
legit. Try like
did y'all ban R. Kelly music?
No, cause I listen.
Don't you play a song because it's got to go on YouTube.
Okay.
Don't play nothing.
Cause
So
guess
you
what
gonna
though?
still put
Guess
it
what
on
though?
YouTube?
Nah, they can't play it, but we can sing it. He been one B. Bring me in.
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly, you bring me in.
Y'all trying to get us
I
counsel
used
tonight,
to
man.
That I could not. I thought it had to be different. Go on.
What's one boy said? What boy said? Oh,
My cellmate got me singing all my old songs.
I guess that must be new. Cause the
y'all-
new cellmate must be on.
Have y'all ever seen his mugshot? He looked like he going through it.
If I can cheat it.
Guess what? And then I conceded.
But if I just believe it.
And guess what I can do? I can achieve it.
So
we're not putting this episode
I
out.
think I'm about to die.
Hey man, say man. Brother, you know what, B? The last couple episodes, that's my bobblehead drop right here. There's been a lot of healthy, deep, should be talk about, let's talk about it, debates or topic of discussions. It's what we don't talk about, man. So it's a beautiful experience on how we get to talk about, not to talk about. To talk about of what's not being talked about. To talk about of what we are talking about right here on Live, Lit, and Legit. B,
Yes, sir.
what you got for me?
Oh, man, I ain't got nothing, man. Take a
Yes,
phone.
you do. Where they can find us?
Oh, you can always find us on Twitter at
Good wrap
live_legit.
up.
Find us on Facebook, Lively Legit, on Instagram, Lively Legit Co. Man, check out the merch. Everybody got their merch on tonight.
I don't. I got my utility merch on, but I've been behind the work moving cameras and look at me because
Usually you have it on.
I be
So.
working,
you,
man. I be working.
If you like what you see, man, be sure to hit that website, livelylegit.com/shop. Man, we have everything you see on set tonight and so much more, man.
And what can they find it at though?
I just told them.
What? No, they ain't hear you.
livelylegit.com/shop. Support black businesses.
Real talk, man. And first and foremost, you can always find the one and only Jacques at.
Facebook, I guess. Yeah. I'm not a big, public figure on social media. I just watch the videos, so. But if you want to find me, you can add me on Facebook.
BG, where they can
That's
find
a
you
lot.
at?
To me, that's a lot. I'm on Twitter, Belle_Janice, and also on Facebook, Belle Janice.
I say B, where they can find you at?
Belle with the E.
I'm good.
On Live
If you
Legit.
ain't found me, you don't want to find me because I've been putting this out there for a year. So we good. Go ahead. Go.
Well, no,
Where they got you?
Where they got you
no,
at?
No. Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
BW.
Exactly. Because it's been for my boys, they just tuning in. Second ball head drop. These is the folks that just tuned in a year later. Didn't know what you was popping a year ago. B, one more time, where they can find you at?
At that BW.
You did. You can always find me right here at Live, Lit, and Legit. Another beautiful episode. Hey, man. Say, man. We talk about what the people talk about. Listen. Always. It's blessed to have a guest. Listen. Next week. Next week. Stay tuned because it's going down right here. Live and Legit. Guys. That's well.
Man, look at man. Y'all sitting here watching these videos. So you know what? Why you just click on one of these other 2 or 3 that's sitting here waiting on y'all to click on and go and get in the next thing. Get busy. Function with your people. Lively Legit. You know what it is.